we're going to go through some lunge progressions and a lot of unilateral work here. Once again, the advantage of having a strap, it does two things. It gives them a little bit of balance on there, but it also gives them a little bit of reflex and core stability to try and keep that nice tall torso, neutral spine, give them a stone to start to strike against. So we're going to start really similar setup that we do to a squat. We got the elbows bent about 90 degrees right underneath the shoulders. We like to not have the elbows behind the center line of the body, not in front. This way we have a little bit of give to play in the body. So we'll start with the feet together here. And so now he's just going to step back into a lunge position, drop down, and come up. Go ahead and alternate. Once again, you use the strap to keep that torso nice and tall. Once they have this pattern down pretty easy, we're just going to add a little knee drive to it. So he's going to come up and stay unilateral the whole time. He wants to replace, and then go to the opposite side. So once again, we go from bilateral to unilateral. We jump to bilateral hip extension to unilateral hip flexion, hip extension. Relax for a second. So the next progression is going to be what we call our balance lunge. Now you want the mechanics to look exactly the same here. So he's going to step back with one foot, but now instead of letting it touch the ground, it's just going to float him back. So now he's got to put all that pressure onto that front leg. Nice. Nice, yeah. And now we get to see where that little bit of rotation that he has to fight comes through. So he bears down on that core and he comes back into it nice and easy. Good. And relax. A couple of reps on the other side. One thing you might notice with your athletes or with yourself is one side works better than the other. And so this gives you some other programming options of, hey, I might do twice as many reps on my weaker side than I do on my stronger side. I might start on my stronger side so then I can model onto my weaker side. Just gives us another programming layer to go in there. Now we'll take the whole idea of the balance lunge and turn it into a little bit of rotational move. So now we're going to go to a crossing balance lunge. And we'll take it across. We'll actually feel that toe touching back behind him. And typically the cue we'll give is we want that knee to get to at least behind that ankle. If you have the mobility, if you can go a little bit of the outside of the ankle. Now you're starting to work on a little bit of internal, external rotation at the hips. We still have enough of assisting from the arms to keep that torso nice and tall. So even without having to think about it or cue it, that core is working. This next one's a little bit more of an advanced move, but we're going to take that same balance lunge approach where he's going to take that leg behind and try and let it float. So now we keep that whole hip, core, thigh complex turned on the entire time. If he wants to add a knee drive to the top, that's fine. But I'll tell you, most of the power or most of the benefit is going to come from owning that bottom position there. Once you've mastered those lunge progressions with your hands on the straps, we're going to go to our suspended lunge, which is going to be the biggest bang for the buck. But once again, you don't want to be in a rush to get to this progression because you need to own those hips, knee, ankle mechanic with a stable spine, using those hands for stability. And then we're going to show you how to start to progress into this suspended lunge. So the easiest way to get in is we're going to take both foot cradles and put them in the right hand. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Then you're going to use your left foot into both foot cradles at the same time. So he's basically going diagonally across his body. You find that's the easiest way to get in. And you also want to set yourself up so you're 2 to 3 feet in front of the anchor point. Sometimes you hop back like 6 inches. Boom, good, right there. So at the top here, now we can see that the working leg is going to be the right leg. The suspended leg is going to be the left leg. So now I just want you to go down to the bottom of the lunge. I actually want you to rest your left knee on the ground and put your left hand on the ground. So a lot of times you can find that your athletes, your kids have a hard time just balancing, so we want them to feel nice and stable here at the bottom. Now we'll take that right hand off his hip, left hand down. So you're almost in a three-point stance, and just look down the front. Good. And now you're just going to give a cue to deadlift. You really want the shoulders and hips to come up at the same time. Now, yes, I realize you're going to start with a little bit of rounding of the spine, but we want them to get comfortable having a nice rooted foot and mobility in the hip. And in a second here, we'll take that down the spine. So now just feel like you're trying to push your foot through the planet. Stand up. Bring your knees together. Now as you go down this time, feel like you're pushing that knee back behind you. Don't let the knee touch the ground this time, but you can still let that left hand touch the ground if you want. Let it touch the ground, so there we go, good. A little balance there. Drive up. Knees together at the top. Knees together, bend that knee, good. One more time, down, let the left hand touch. Come up. Okay, now this time, not only do I want you to keep your hands out in front of you, I want one hand on top of the other. I want you to push that bottom hand into the top into the bottom, get a little bit of reflex and core stability here. Go down, try and keep a relatively vertical shin. Bring yourself up. I'm just going to do 2 more reps. As you go down, take advantage of being able to push that leg back. You're acting like this foot is locked onto a bench. I want you to push that foot back towards the wall even more. Nice. Now we can start to feel a little bit of hip flexion working in there. See how he keeps that foot rooted into the ground? I got about 4 more reps for you here. Notice that he's keeping that right heel digging into the ground. We want to make sure we're getting stability into that heel. At the top, I want to make sure your knees are coming together. So knees come right next to each other. There we go. Got 2 more reps, nice and controlled. Control down. Control up, knees together at the top. 1 more time, down. Up. Now when you're done, I want you to point your toe and hop forward.